A lot of people don't understand how easy it is for them to make their first few dollars trading the financial market. So they go about running after indicators and robots because they are lazy and they are scared of doing the great work. Now, indicators and robots don't help you in the long run. The only thing that helps you make consistent profit in the long run is price action. And this is what we do every day on this channel, teaching you guys how to develop a complete price action techniques that actually work. We have a lot of them on this channel. All you have to do is to pick one, practice, and start using it to make money starting right now. So this right here is the AUD NZD, the OTC market, and of course this is right here the 1 minute time frame. This is the 5 minutes expiry risk and 6 grand. We'll be seeing how we can place a trade. So look at the market now. Buyers are strongly moving the price up. So let us quickly look at some of the levels that can potentially reverse the market, because price doesn't just move straight in a upside like that. There have to be some pullbacks, and then that's how market moves. Okay, as the market is moving, there are levels that are potentially can reverse the market. As you can see right here, there are so many levels that have pulled the price backward. Like here, the price dropped. On this level upward, price also dropped, and there are levels that are possibly can reverse the market. So you just have to look at those levels and look at how price is reacting to those very levels. That is how you can be able to spot the reversals and be able to make money from that, because the resistance levels are extremely strong. Price can reverse and respect them. The support levels are also very, very strong. Price can also respect them. So those are the most promising and valuable areas that you can find in the chart. You are not going about trading every single level. You have to pay attention to only the levels that can be potentially profitable for you. So as price is moving, we will try to see how the market is reacting to this level. Now we can see that price is somewhere around here now. Okay, our price already broke that level, so let us go upward. So this right here is the next obvious resistance level that the market can respect. So let us go back to see how price is reacting now to that level. That right there is an extreme level. Okay, price is yet to get there, but let us look at this level. Let us see this one. I think price has already broke above. Okay, price already broke above this one. So the next obvious level that we can trust now is this one right here. Okay, so this right here is the next obvious support or resistance that price can use to move down. We are not going further backward than this. We are just going to stick with this very level now. So we want the market to get to this level, and there we can see how the price react. Right there, we are looking for areas that can potentially reverse the market in the upside for some time. That's all we are going to trade. So this right here is a profitable technique. I'll be showing you guys the step-by-step guide on how to trade this very technique and start making money. So we have to wait to see all of the criteria meeting up, and then we will see how we can place a trade. All right, so while we wait, you want to join us right there in our Telegram channel, where we give away all our signals every single day 100% for free. So for those of you who have no trading system, you have no trading strategy, but you want to make money trading the financial market, this right here is the best opportunity for you guys. Join us. The link is pinned below in the comment section. We give away all our signals 100% for free. 4 trading sessions, over 30 signals every single day. Just trade with us and let us make money right now together. So we'll wait to see where the market can reverse, of course, and of course we trade, and I will explain why we did that. So let us wait. As you all know, there are a lot of ways to trade the financial market, especially when you are trading with price action. You are not boxed in a single box. You are not boxed in one idea. There are so many ideas that you can combine that helps you to make consistent and profitable decisions in the financial market. The only people that are boxed and that cannot do this differently are people that are relying on indicators and robot. Now, if you look at the chart, as I have been looking over the past few minutes, I've realized that there are other ways that I can trade this very setup, and of course join the buyers for price to move up. Because remember that we are waiting for price to go up to join the sellers a little bit at an extreme level for price to fall. But you can see now that we are having a pullback, a retracement right here. And that means that sellers are stepping in, not in the level that we want, but somewhere around here. But we can join them because obviously you can see that the structure is very simple. Price kept moving in the upside, which means the buyers are strong. As price is coming back, what I want to do is to wait for the market at a recent support or a recent resistance. So what I will do is I will simply draw another horizontal level, and then I will have it right here on this very visible sub resistance. So this right here is a resistance level, and of course if I go back in the past, I can see that this has also served as resistance also right here. So this right here is a promising level that the market can use as support to go up. Okay, so I will just quickly, let me quickly draw. I will make a zone out of this. So I will make this 2, double this one now, and then I will keep it right here. So I'm making a zone out of that level. So this right here is a zone of resistance. Let us quickly, let's also go back a little bit to see. Okay, it has also served as support right here, and price moved up. So this is what we'll be doing now. This is still a valid setup, but we can also trade on this very level now. A previous resistance can also serve as support for price to move up. So let us quickly look at what happens if this happens quickly. If I have the chance to trade right on this one, I will trade, but if I cannot find any entry, I will wait for the initial setup, which is trading up on the resistance for price to fall. So let us look if we have an entry trigger for us to enter a trade, and of course explain in detail. So let us wait. So guys, as you all can see, we are having the price properly now tested the level, and of course we are seeing some reaction right here from the buyers, which is good for us. So remember that this is a buyer zone because we are having a previous resistance now serving as support. Okay, but the market is reacting good to the level, and we can see continue to see what happens. We are yet to have our entry trigger, right? We are yet to have an entry trigger. We are only looking out to see and make sure that price doesn't break the level below, because if price breaks the level below, then we can, look for another way to trade the setup. But if we are going to be trading right here on this level for price to move up, we have to make sure that price does not break below just yet. So we are looking for some other confluences. Price is still around the level, and of course we just want to see a signal that shows that buyers wants to go at least up for a while. Then we trade. We'll continue to wait to see what happens, and then we trade. So let us keep waiting. All right, guys. So price has broken below the level, but price didn't close. All right. So we are looking at another type of setup now, because what price is doing now is a little bit different from what we wanted it to do, but it's also looking good. And of course, if we take all the level out, one thing you need to understand is that trading this setup, even though we are having, this would have been a good, this would have been a good entry trigger for me. But, because the level is already broken below, even though price didn't close, the level has been broken below. If you go below to the, let's say the 10-second chart, you will see that price already closed below the level. Okay, you can see that price closed below the level right here on the lower time frame. So price has already went below. This is not what we want. That's why it is risky to take a trade here. Even though it wins, this is against my strategies. So what I will do is that I will take away all these levels, and then of course I will pay another close attention to what is going on here. What's going on here now? If you go in, you will see that this right here is a minor downtrend, because on the lower scale, you can see this to be a high. This is a low. This is a lower high. This is a lower low. So this is a structure of a downtrend. Like I said, I have always teach right here on the channel. You just have to draw a trend line and then have it on the resistance. Okay, this is a proper retracement phase that we are seeing now. So we just have to wait to see if we have the breakout right here. We will trade. There are so many ways to trade when you are relying on price action. You are not boxed in one place. You can be flexible. You can do different things as long as you understand how price action works. This is why you need to learn price action, and we have a mentorship program where we can teach you how to start trading using price action starting right now. So the link is pinned below in the comment section. Join the Telegram channel, contact the support team, and we'll show you everything you need to be a part of that. All right, so if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give us a like, subscribe if you're yet to do so, turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future educational videos we'll be dropping right here in this very channel. So we will keep waiting to see if we can have any breakout in the future, we trade and of course explain. So let us wait. So guys, what has happened right here on the chart is that price has closed above the level, but we had some rejections on the resistance level. As I always say, you know, rejections is not what we like. We don't like rejections. If the price wants to break above our level, it has to break in a way that is, you know, promising. It has to break above, and we don't have to have any kind of rejections from the upper side. What we're having now is not good. This is not what we need to have. All right, so we just have to allow now for price to move, and then we can have some pullbacks, and then we can use these previous levels to enter, because now it is now becoming too dangerous to enter a trade right now with this type of breaker. So we wait for market to reverse back to this previous support, as you can see right here, and then we can see what we can do. But right now the card is not in our hand. Trading right on this very candle may look like, you know, a good idea because you don't want to miss out on a trade, but that's not what we do right here. We are not scared of missing out. We want to make sure we take trades and win, so we don't worry about missing out on trades. So price can go and come back. We wait, and then when it does that, we're also going to be looking at some other criteria for us to enter. We are not just simply going to be entry because price has reversed. When price reverse, if we can have some positive test on this level and there's an entry trigger, we will trade. If not, we can wait for the market to also reverse back to this previous support level that is one that can see right here in the future. Whether here or here, any of the two sides, we can also trade. If price also breaks below this level down, we can consider this to be an invalid setup and look for something else to do. So we'll wait to see what happens and of course trade. Right now, price is now testing this level, which is good. We see what happens in the future. If we can have a good entry, then we trade. So let us wait. All right, guys, what we're having now is a situation where price, you know, is still bouncing around, and of course, but price has eventually broken below this very level, as you can see. And you know what we got to do. We have to move the level now down to this recent level right here. So this now is the next target of the market, as you can trust. You know, we have to wait to see what price does when it gets here, and know that if price eventually breaks this level below, that means that this minor downtrend is not valid, and what we can do now is to move this trend line to right here. Okay, that's what we do. So now this now becomes a high, this now becomes a low, this now becomes a lower high, and this will now become a lower low if price eventually breaks below. So this is just a basic understanding of price action and how to navigate and trade using it. Okay, that's what has just happened. You can see price now closed below this level, now making this to be now another structure. This used to be a structure, like I said earlier. Now this structure is now invalid. The now valid structure now is this one. So we can wait to see if price comes back again and breaks this level. That is when we can trade. Right now, this very horizontal level is useless, so I'm just going to take this off. So this is what price action does. It gives you a clear understanding of what is going on in the chart, and then it makes you enter trades that are profitable and helps you make money. All right, but the problem is just the waiting. A lot of people are impatient and they cannot wait, and this is why they tend to rely on some robot and indicators, because they are lazy. They don't want to do the hard part. Now, waiting is also a trading skill. You have to master the art of patience and waiting for everything to work out for you to make money, so you don't go about throwing money randomly in the chart. So we are waiting to see what happens, and of course trade. If along the line we find different ways that we can navigate and also trade, we do that. But right now, the value setup we have right now is very structured, and price has to come back, break this level up with a clear breakout, and then we can trade in the upside. So we simply continue to wait. All right, guys, as you can see right here, we had a twist again, and you know, while we were seeing and hoping that price can come back and break this level for price to go up in the upside, since we are having an overall uptrend, that is not the case. Price kept falling and falling, and sellers have kept dominating, and price kept falling. So we are also looking for how to trade this very market. We just have to look for how to trade this market, different ways possible. So we can track back to see if we can have some strong support levels that we can trust for price to reverse a little bit. All right, so those support level, as you can see, is right here. So we can draw a zone of support right here. So we will see as price is falling, this is the next level that is potentially can reverse the market. Remember that we are still having an uptrend, whether the market likes it or not. We are still having an uptrend, and the buyers are still very much strong, because looking at the structure, you can see that this right here is a high, this is a low, this is a higher high, right? This is a higher low, and this right here is a higher high. So this right here is an obvious higher low swing that needs to be broken for us to confirm that the sellers are now permanently in charge. Until this level right here is broken, this is still a buyer's market, whether the market likes it or not. So we are looking to see how price react right here to this previous support level. As you can see right here, respected 3 times in the past. We can trust it and then see if we can have some rejection. It also happened right here as a resistance, and it is a trusted zone. So we want markets to come to this level, and then we can see how price behaves, and then we can see if we can trade this very level or not. So let us keep waiting, and of course we have the chance to trade, so let us wait. So guys, as you can see, what happened is that the price also eventually broke this very level we had right here and got to the last bus stop of this very setup. Okay, this right here is the last level. As I said earlier, the only visible or lower high swing that is, if the market breaks it below, then it's an invalid one, and then the trend is obviously now in the direction of the sellers. So price got there, didn't break below, and we had some rejection. So we are looking at how the price will behave right here, having to be the last level of this very market as we are following it. And then, like I said, it doesn't have to break below. If it breaks below, then it will be over for this very one. But we are not entering yet. We are looking for a clear entry, and then we are still looking at how the price behaves right here. It's a beautiful level that is potentially can move the price. Buyers can step in and move the price up now, since they have been unable to do that for over a lot of minutes already. So let's see how they behaves right here, and then we can see and probably trust them to move the price up. Let us keep waiting. So guys, right here I will join the buyers. So we have to give this trade some time to run. In the next 5 minutes, of course, we have the chance to explain this trade, why I took this trade, what you can learn, and how you can start profiting, trading the very strategy starting right now. So let us wait for the next 5 minutes and I will explain. So let us wait. Alright guys, so if you pay a close attention to the chart, we see that we won this trade, alright? But it took a long time. We waited for so long, and then eventually we were able to take the trade, and then it was a profitable one. We won this trade on this very candle right here. Now, what was the reason for this trade? What was the brain behind this very trade? Like I said, you have to understand how price action works, and you have to have the patience to wait. You have to sit for so long without doing nothing. Sometimes you can sit for the whole day and not have the time to trade. That is completely normal. All right. So when we came in, a lot of things happened. We wanted to trade somehow, and somehow it didn't happen. And then we have to switch the thing and try to see how we can trade the other way around. It didn't happen. All right. Price, we are moving strongly in the upside, and we are looking to see if this level can reverse the market. So what happened is that it failed. It didn't happen. So this right here was the level that we were hoping to reverse the market, but that didn't happen. Somehow price started falling back from this very level. Now we thought that as price was falling, price can use this very level, which is the previous resistance. Price can use as support for price for it to move up, but that didn't happen. What happened is that we didn't have any reasonable entry to be on the trade, and eventually price breaks below right here. And when price broke below, we started to follow the market and see that there are other levels that can potentially reverse the market. So we kept following and following and following. We followed the market all the way right to this previous level. So this happened to be the final bus stop of the market at the time, because we noticed that this right here is the higher low swing that is visible, the last. If price breaks below, then it becomes a seller's market. But as price is moving now, it is obvious that the sellers are strong, because this right here is a strong momentum from the sellers. But that doesn't mean that because the price is moving like this, then it is a seller's market. It is not a seller's market yet until this level is broken. That is when you apply price action rule. But ultimately now, sellers are in charge. But again, we don't believe it until this level is broken. Since this level is broken now, it becomes very rapid for sellers to keep moving the price down. So when we are tracing the market down, we wanted to see how it reacts right to this very previous support level, and of course we can enter a trade, and when the price got here, we saw some level of weaknesses, we saw some rejections, price started to move up, it didn't happen, the price fell back again, and then this right here was the entry trigger. If you notice this very candle, this candle is referred to as a hammer. And it is a very promising candle, especially when we find it in a support level. If you find a hammer in a support level, it means that the buyers are aggressively in, because you see that there is a strong rejection on the lower side, and price pull back and close way below, way above the opening. So this right here is the entry that we got. We took the trade immediately and it became a profitable one, as you can see. So what I will advise is that pay a close attention to support and resistance levels, and your entry trigger will have to be a hammer in most cases. And then you have to also look at some weaknesses and make sure that the level at which you are trading is also strong and tested multiple times, like you can see right here. This level, as you can see without any doubt, is a very strong support level. It happened right here as a resistance, and you can see that over time it became support and resistance. This right here was a resistance, this is support, this right here is support. So you can see that this level is very strong. So that's how you can identify key levels of support, and your entry triggers are going to be there, like the hammer, like you can see right here. Or you can see after you have some weaknesses, you can also look at a strong Mariposa candle that has 0 rejections on the upper side. That right there is how you can trade all of the setup and make money trading them. All right, so if you have any questions in regard to this setup or any trading content you may have, drop them below in the comment section. We are very good at replying to comments in the comment section. All right, if you find value here, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you're yet to do so, and of course make sure you turn the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future educational content that will be dropped right here in the very channel. So I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, keep trading, keep working hard, and have a good day.